Hello guys, today I would like to show you one of the bugs in one of our system. The customer is reported like when he was working on a two different Chrome tab or a browser tab, it doesn't matter. It's the creating something or editing something, it doesn't matter, which is just I have samples for the create. But when he was doing something on a different tabs, the data of the tabs was confusing each other. Like he was, let's assume he has two different tabs and he saved one and he just changed to the second one and he saw the first one data on the second one. Sometimes he didn't understand the difference and he saved one more time, and after that he saw the list, these are duplicated on the list. So he reported like that, and I was just working on the discover what is the problem. So this is an old project, by the way. It's like they used the TempData to store this, but it's like I also record this video to show you it's a kind of interesting code. This is a really interesting code because these are a little bit out of the rules in a .NET. That's why I'm recording this. I would like to show you to what are the rules, the decant rules, to um, properly to create the system. How should be the create method is returning this model, and this method should be returned to the same model. That should be something like this, and you don't need to take care of all that things. But here, this one is accepting different model. It's not a JSON result, it's an action result. This one is accepting other model because there is an AngularJS outside of the inside of the front end of this project. That AngularJS is the operating to the save button. When you are saving the form, it's just collecting the data from the save form and it's sending that data here. And if data is not valid, the validation fails, it will redirect you again to the create. But without this step, let's assume you don't have this one and you don't have this one, it will just redirecting here and it will opening the create page again with a blank form. So they just would like to save this what he left, and they put those things here, which is storing the data here. The story is, by the way, the naming rules, there's also rules for the naming. The story, it's not a pretty name to give that, but it's a story now. So that they stored as a story and they use the story name to store that story inside the TempData, and they are accessing here to the TempData as a story view model, and it's putting inside the story, and that view has some businesses. If the story is filled, like put that things, if it's not, put that empty strings. So it's working like that. So I need to take care of it. I don't know exactly what should I do, but I believe I will change that form. It's like as to save the form, because it was like that, it was working like that, and my plan is save the form, making something like this and changing this to the JSON result, and the closing all the TempData things. Yes, so I will just turn that system to kind of AJAX structure. That could be more proper, I believe, because in this structure they didn't report it like that, and we also doesn't know this. But when I'm doing that, when I'm reading that code, I also realize there is another problem. So whenever you failure something on the form or editing or creating, it doesn't matter. It will redirecting you to create action, and whenever you redirected to create action, you will read all the data from database, which is worse. It's not a good scenario to do that. So my plan is I can store all the data with the same model and sending the same model here, and if there's a problem, like giving response like that here. But I don't want to do that because it's a lot job. I need to change all the business on the front end and all the codes on into the AngularJS things. I don't want to work with too much on an AngularJS. So what's my plan? I will just make some small changes on an AngularJS to make this inside to do that in an AJAX. It will send that data here and it will expect from the response from this part. And I also prevent to read all the data again and again from the database like that. I believe which is a pretty decent solution here on this scenario. Yeah, if you have any other question or any advice, or like you should do that or you can do that, something like this, so tell me. Also I can share other parts of that codes. Take care, you guys.